and alhamdulillah. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Shabak, Tema, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Uju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't Kevin, I'm soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll start with the option. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back to Taylor on first down. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it with Polk. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First and 10, Taylor now. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll get that out wide to Duvernay. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Colts 14, Patriots nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And here's Rodgers on the return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but...
Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 21-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
yeah,
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for Campbell downfield, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers, and the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
A gain of 15. First down, Colts.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They get this out left. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 70. And the Colts continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it is 28-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And they get Jones for the third time in this ballgame. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
19 Tiger.
Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. Open man here, the tight end Henry. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Colts are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll throw now on the final play. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Hey, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he gets this to Thornton. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton. 31 yards. And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Sam Sloman for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21-14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run once more with Taylor. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll look to throw now on first down. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you? Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty. Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay gain.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Try to lay one up deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Colts. Devin Duvernay, 54 yards. And the Colts take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Give to Strong running right. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 3 quarters have come and gone. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. This is Smith with a grab. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Harris is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, you know, they're still very much in the driver's seat, but this second half, this offense has not looked as crisp as the first half, and now with a touchdown that just happened against them, I don't know, things are a little more interesting right now.
And so often in games we talk about a defense picking up for their offense. I think in this case, this offense needs to pick up for their defense. Let them get some rest on the sidelines now since they just gave up a score. And as you noted, they need to get that crispness back from the first half. They need a big drive here.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots are right back in this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now Jones on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The tight end Henry here in motion. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll look to throw again. Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another 1st down at the Colts' 29-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd and 1, Jones throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Running straight ahead, Taylor. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll drop this down to Taylor. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll set up a throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. A big play there for New England. 44 yards. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now Jones. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Jones. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Here's Jones. And this is intercepted. And that should... And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble. But when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. A couple more minutes and maybe the